Hello friends, welcome back. You have seen many games where you have seen maybe like I can say the images arranged in horizontal way like this, right? Some games, right? Right? Images arranged in a horizontal way, or some games where you will be finding the images arranged in vertical also, right? Like this, something like this. Okay, just assume it is not like exactly like this, different ways. Only I just wanted to point here is images arranged in a horizontal and the vertical way. Maybe you have a game where a ball will be there and the ball will go and hit them, it will get destroyed, right? Paddle game. Or you might be have seen this is a box, let us take, where you have many images, and if you touch this image will get destroyed, and this image will come down and fit over here. I'm just telling you that images arranged in a horizontal and vertical way. How do you write a code to arrange images in the horizontal way or vertical way, or horizontal as well as vertical way? How do you write a code to mention each image's x and y position so they will be arranged in a horizontal or a vertical way, or both? To solve such a problem, we have different solutions to the problem. Let us see how do we do or how do you solve a problem, such a problem. Okay, how math is useful for us in such a situation, and what are the different ways are there to solve such a problem. Let us take first scenario. I just take a horizontal way. Now this is the x-axis, horizontal, and somebody told that I have 5 images, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 images. Place them horizontally, one beside another. So it looks something like this later, right? If you arrange these images horizontally, it looks first image will be here, then second image will be here, then third image will be here, and fourth image will be over here, and fifth image will be over here. Correct or not? This is how it looks when you place these images over here horizontally. Now if you understand the pattern, then you can write a code for this. It is 0, next it is 100, next it is 200, next it is 300, next it is 400, next it is 500. What is this? 0, you can write a formula for this, right? 0 multiplied by 100, which will be 0. Then 1 multiplied by 100, which is equal to 100. Then 2 multiplied by 100, which is equal to 200. Can you see the pattern? Right. 3 multiplied by 100, I will get 300. Right. Similarly, 4 multiplied by 100, I will get 400. 5 multiplied by 100, I will get 500. So you can see 100 is the constant anyhow here. That is actually the width of each image. Okay, width of each image, and 0, 1, 2, 3 is a counter which is incrementing, right, which tells 0th image, first image, second, third, fourth, fifth, like that. Now we can write a code for this and get these results and put those values in the X array. Let us take, how do I write a code? Okay, this is the previous code. Let me remove this from here. I create one integer array which is going to hold X position of each image, and I say it is going to be a new integer array of 5, because we have 5 different images to be placed. Then I need one integer variable which is of constant integer, and which is going to be a width of the image, and width is 100 in this place. I am just storing that we know already. The image width will be already known, that is 100, you can see. And you can write a code for I is equal to 0. This is a counter. 0 is less than x position dot length, that will give me the total number of elements, right? Total images, there is 5 images are there, right? So we get 0 to 4 here. This loop is going to get execute 0 to 4. That is what actually we want here, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That is the 4th image will be placed here. We don't want 500. It is not necessary because we have only 5 images placed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these are the x positions of the images, right? Now how do I write a code? I say x position of I, that is ith image, x position should be I multiplied by width of the image. Then I can take a for each loop to just display the x position onto the screen. Okay, I'm just displaying. Later actually when we will be writing the code or arranging the images, we will assign this x position to the actual x position of the image. Okay. Debug.log, we can just show here item. Now here we should see the outputs as 0, 100, 200, 300, 400. Okay, those are the x positions of the image. You can see that we got 0, 100, 200, 300, 400. Nice. So this will be assigned to the images. These values we are going to assign to images so that they will be arranged in this fashion. Nice. Let us take later, somebody told that, no man, I don't want like this. I want a little bit space in between them. That means I want 10 pixels space. Let us take. I want 10 pixels space between each image. Then how do we solve that problem? Now what I can do is I can write a code. Maybe you are thinking like we will add plus 10 to it. Correct or not? 10 pixels we are telling, that is a space. I can say here a constant integer space between each image, that indicates the space, okay, is equal to 10 pixels. So here I can say space, S-P-A-C-E, space variable. If I write like this, then what happens actually? Okay, let us save. Okay, if I add a space, then what happens? You can very easily understand this is a wrong solution to the problem. If I save the result, then what happens is, first I is equal to 0. 0 multiplied by width is 0. Okay, width is whatever it is. 0 plus space is 10. So x position of the 0th image is going to be 10. That is actually wrong. Actually, the 0th image x position should be 0. This is wrong solution. Actually, if I run if I do the math, this math, let me show what actually we get for each values. If I say 0 multiplied by 100 plus 10, what you will get? 110 you will get. 1 multiplied by 100 plus 10, what you will get? Oh, this one is 100, right? This one is just 10. This one you will get equal to 110. Then what you will get? 2 multiplied by 100 plus 10, which is going to be equal to 210. Then 3 multiplied by 100 plus 10, you will get 310. 4 multiplied by 100 plus 10, you will get 410. Now what actually you can, how the result of this is going to look something like this. The result of this is going to look something like this. The first image is placed in the x position 10. Let us take this is the 10 pixels. Okay, width is 100. Then the next image is 110. This is 100. This bar is 100. This is 110. So your next image will be over here. Then this is actually 200. Let me write here so that you get an idea. This is 100. Here you have 200, here you have 300, here you have 400, and here you have 500. This is 100, this is 200, this is 300, this is 400, this is 500. Okay, and these points are 110, this one is 110, this one is 210, this one is 310, this one is 410, and this one is 510. Okay, I'm just telling you 110, this one is 510. That is the pixels on the screen. So if you do such a calculation, then you will get the result like this. Okay, every image is just moved by 10 pixels away. That is actually wrong. Actually, we wanted the space between each image, not we are not interested to move all the images by 10 pixels to the right. If I have to move all the images by 10 pixels to the right, I would have done this. That is the correct way. But according to our requirement, that is wrong. This is completely wrong. So how do I solve this problem? How do I get the result? Now let me tell you what actually we want. The result, what we expect is, we expect the image to be placed at 0th location. That is, a 0th image has to be placed in the 0th location. Okay. The second image has to be placed 10 pixels away, just 10 pixels away. That is 10 pixel space should be there. Correct or not? Now let me copy this. And the next image should be over here, right? 10 pixels away. So what is the value of this image should be? The value of that image should be 110. That is correct only. Here I should get 110 because this is 100 width plus 10 pixels is 110. Then again 10 pixels away, I want one more image. Okay, I want next image just 10 pixels away. Okay, what should be its value? If it is 110, the width is 100. So here you have 210, 10 pixels away means you will be having 220. So the next image should be at 220. I want one more image to be just placed 10 pixels away. Okay, maybe here. So what should be its value? This is 220, that is the X position of this image. Width is 100. So from here to here you will get 320. 10 pixels means 330 is the X position of this image. So here you should have 330. I want the next image to be placed just 10 pixels away from here. Now X position of this image is 330. 100 is the width. So this position is going to be 430. 10 pixels away means 440 is the next value. 440. Can you see the pattern here? 0, 11, 22, 33, 44. How do you get 11, 22, 33, 44? Let's do the calculation for that. Now how do we calculate that is, it's a very simple math that you need to do here. First I take 0 multiplied by, this time I use bracket. I am giving a precedence, that is going to be width plus the space. This is a formula that we are going to use to get this pattern result. Okay. Let me show that. If I is equal to 0 multiplied by, in bracket I say 100 is the width plus 10 is the space. So what result we get? Here we get 0. 1 multiplied by 100 plus 10. 100 plus 10 is how much? 100 plus 10 is 110. Right. 110 multiplied by 1 is 110. That is the x position. Now we take 2 multiplied by 100 plus 10. What we get? It is actually 2 multiplied by 110, which is actually equal to 220, right? 2 into 0 is 0, 2 into 1 is 2, 2 into 1 is 2, 220. That is this x position. Can you see how we use the math, right? 100 plus 10, you will get 3 multiplied by 110, which is actually equal to 330. 4 multiplied by 100 plus 10 is actually equal to 4 multiplied by 110, which is equal to 440. Nice, right? This is a pattern that we are going to use to get this x, y, z position. Now the images are actually placed 10 space away and first image starts at 0. This is the way how we solve the problem. If you do not put the bracket, then of course you are going to get the result in different manner. Because 0 into 100 is 0 plus 10 is first image only, you will get the 10. That is actually this one, right? The above result you are going to get if you do not put a bracket. This time we have put a bracket and we told that this part has to be executed first, then this part, we get the desired result. Now let us check it out whether we get the result or not. Just I am going to put the bracket over here. I just save this and come back and we should get the desired result. You can see that we got 0, 110, 220, 330, 440. We have placed the image properly. Right. That x position, these x position values we are going to assign to image and automatically the images will be placed on the screen like this. When you come to game where we will be writing the code, if I have to place the images in such a way, I will follow this formula. You guys will see later when we come to code. It is not the only way, one way to solve this problem. You can use some other math also. Let us take an example of, now you know how to horizontally arrange this 0, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. It is very simple that you need not to worry about giving the space. So in that situation, you just need to say the code. You just need to write the code something like this, right? For I is equal to 0, I is less than x position dot length, I multiplied by width. Then display this. So you will get 0, 100, 200, 300, 400, right? Let me come back and just show you and run the code. You can see that 0, 100, 200, 300, 400. Those are the x position of the images that we place on the screen. And I hope you remember we have used, you can even try to arrange the images horizontally as well as vertically. Let us take, you want to place the images on XY plane, something like this, horizontally as well as vertically. How do you write a code? How do you write the X and Y position? How do you write, right? Let us take the height of the image is also 100. Just for the sake of example, I am just considering that the height of the image is also 100. Then here the Y position will be 0, X will be 0, Y will be 0. Here the X will be 0, but Y will be different, right? Y will be 100. Correct or not? This image position will be x0, y will be 100. Now how do you write a code for this? We have seen this code, you can write in many ways. Let us take this time you have 2-dimensional, so you can write a code for 2D array, 2 for loops you can use and get the x and y positions. Now let us check it out. Let us take, I will do only for 2 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, not for others. I just do not want, you people can try these things by yourself, okay? I just remove these things. I don't want. Only I want like this. Let us remove all these things and let me write the code. We write an integer variable which is going to hold the x position, and it is a new integer okay, and it is of 2 size because we have 2 by 2. Okay, you can try other things. Int, another one is going to hold y position is equal to new integer of 2. Then I know 2 constants. One constant is an integer width of each image, that is 100. Then another constant, an integer height, H-E-I-G-H-T, height of each image is 100. Now I need to know what will be the x position and y position on the screen by using the for loop. So very simple, I just say for x is equal to 0, x is less than x position dot length x plus plus, which is going to be vertical x positions. Then I say for y is equal to 0, y is less than y position dot length, right? Then what I can do here, I just need to calculate the x position and y position. So x pos of I, x position of x is equal to, so I write here x multiplied by width. Similarly, y position of y is equal to y multiplied by height. Okay, I'm just analyzing and trying to execute. Then I can say debug.log string dot format bracket x equal to 0 and y equal to 1 double quotation comma x position of x value comma y position of y bracket close semicolon. Let us save and check what is happening with the code. If we have any problem, we'll analyze. And let us run and check what values we are getting. And you can see we are getting the values 0, 0, 0, 100, 100, 0, 100, 100. And let us check it out. If you see the image, the first image, that is the 0th image, is at 0, 0. That is what we got. The next image, x value is 0, y value, oh, that's the problem, right? Y value should be 0, x value should be 100. So actually when you are placing the images in game, the x and y are reversed. Okay, this one I change to y. Okay, y. This one I say y position. This one I say y. This one I say x position. This one I say x. This one I say x. This one I say x. Now let us save and come back to the code. Clear this and run the code. Okay, now we see here. First x is 0, y is 0, you can see that. Then x is 100, here x is 100. Let us consider this is x-axis. And y is downwards, so here you have 0, 0. Okay. Then this memory location, x is how much away? 100. And y will be 0 because here y origin is 0. That is the one. Then this memory location will be x is 0, you can see that, and y is 100, that is correct because in this direction we have y positive, so it is 100. Then x is equal to 100 and y is equal to 100. So this is the third image, which is actually x away 100, y away 100. If you consider the x-axis and y-axis in the reverse order, then you can understand how these will be placed. Let me write a line here. Control V. Let us take a line over here, and let us take a line over here. Okay. If you consider the x-axis is this side positive and y-axis is top side positive, okay, that is actually in unity we have like this: x is right side, y is upward. Now in that situation, how the images will be created? Okay, first image will be over here. That is, if you consider the bottom part is the xy position of the image, this bottom portion. This is the 0th image, which is placed at 0, 0. X is 0, y is 0. Consider this is a xy position of the image. Okay, if you have an image, this corner we consider as a positioning an image, whereas in this place the top corner we considered as the positioning an image. Okay, the top corner, based on the top corner we placed over here. Now here we place the bottom corner. Next image is going to be placed over here, that is x is equal to 100 and y is equal to 0. So you are going to be here, this image, that is the first image, the x will be 100 and y will be 0. Correct or not? Then the next image will be placed over here. So this is its xy position. X will be 0 and y will be 100. The next image will be placed over here. Its x will be 100 and y will be 100. This is how it is placed if x and y coordinate is different. X is right, y is up. Here x is right, y is down. Okay. Based on the the coordinate system, the images will be placed in this way. Unity has this coordinate system: x is right, y is top, same like mathematics. Whereas few gaming platforms are having x is right side, y is downward, y is actually flipped. That is how you can find out the x, y positions and store them inside an array and apply to the images. Okay. And one thing you need to remember that is when you are looping in x and y, you have to write y outside, x inside to get the actual proper results. Why? Because x has to be incremented. X is going to be treated as a columns and y is treated as rows. That is the reason in the row place we will use y, in the column place we will use x. I hope you remember, instead of writing like this, we used to write here int row is equal to 0, row is less than 2, row plus plus, then int column is equal to 0, column is less than 2, column plus plus, right? In the column place we are using x, in the row place we are using y. Then we get the actual desired result. I hope you guys understood now how do you are going to use when you are placing an image or getting an image position. You need to use the loop in this way. Y should be the outer loop and x should be the inner loop. Y indicates rows and x indicates column in games. Now this is not the only way to solve this problem, arranging the images in this format. I hope you remember we have used tile based position access, right? Tile based. That also you can use. Instead of writing this formula, you can write the another formula which is based on the tile. So you need one more variable which is going to be an integer called tile. Initially it will be 0. And to get the x position, you will be writing the formula as tile, then mod you will be writing the number of columns. How many columns you have? 2 columns, right? Then you will be multiplying by width. Then here you will be saying tile number divided by number of columns multiplied by height. And at the end you will be incrementing the tile plus plus. Tile has to be incremented by 1, right? Let us save this and come back. What result we are getting we will see. Then we will change according to the requirement. Okay, I clear this. We have a little bit error. Okay, we have here we missed the semicolon. Let me save that and come back. Okay, we don't have any error, and let me run the code and let us see what result we are getting. You can see that we got 0 0 100 0 0 100 and 100 100, okay, which is the result that we are expected, right? 0 0, then 100 0, then we have 0 100 and 100 100. Here also if you take the y-axis down, that will arrange the images in this format: 0 0 100 0 0 100 and 100 100. Okay, so you can see that to solve a single problem we have many different ways which help us to solve the problem. Okay guys, keep learning. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. See you in the next tutorial.